Good morning, children. This video is for January 13th. We already completed exercise 2.3. Now we are going to solve exercise 2.4. The first question. Determine which of the following polynomials has x plus 1 as a factor. What are the questions given there? First question, x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Second question, x raised to 4 plus 3x square, x raised to 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Third question, x raised to 4 plus 3x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 1. The last question, x cube minus x square minus 2 plus root 2 in bracket into x plus root 2. What is the first question? Whether we have to check x plus 1 is the factor of the given polynomial. What is the given polynomial? P of x equal to x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Now we are equating x plus 1 equal to 0. Then what is x? X equal to minus 1. Now we are going to calculate P of minus 1. So we are writing P of x equal to x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Now x is replaced by minus 1. So P of minus 1 equal to minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square plus minus 1 plus 1. Now what is P of minus 1? Minus 1 cube is minus 1 only. Minus 1 square is plus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled. Again minus 1 plus 1 is coming. So what is the answer? 0. So if we are getting the value of a polynomial is 0, corresponding number for the x is called as a factor only. That means number is called as a factor. How we can write a factor means P of minus 1 equal to 0. So x equal to minus 1 is a factor. That means x plus 1 is the factor of the theorem. By using the factor theorem, we can say that x plus 1 is the factor. Second question, P of x equal to x cube plus x square, x raised to 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Now again x plus 1 is the factor we have to check. That means x is replaced by minus 1. So what is P of minus 1 this time? P of minus 1 equal to minus 1 raised to 4 plus minus 1 raised to 3 plus minus 1 raised to 2 plus minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 raised to 4 is the 1 only. Minus 1 cube is minus 1. Minus 1 square is plus 1. Plus minus 1 is alone. So minus 1 is the answer, then plus 1. So 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 1. So that means the first two values are get cancelled. Which are they? 1 minus 1 and 1 minus 1. So what is remaining there? Plus 1 is remaining. So P of minus 1 equal to 1 only. So we are not getting the remainder as a 0. Therefore what we can say that x plus 1 is not the factor of x raised to 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Now what is the third question? Let P of x equal to x raised to 4 plus 3x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 1. Again we are replacing with the x equal to minus 1. So minus 1 raised to 4 plus 3 into minus 1 raised to 3 plus 3 into minus 1 square plus minus 1 plus 1. So what is minus 1 raised to 4? It is plus 1. Then what is minus 1 cube? It is minus 1. So 3 into minus 1. So what is the answer? That one? Minus 3. 3 into minus 1 square, that is 3 into 1 only. So our answer is 3. Again minus 1, so minus 1 plus 1. So what will get cancelled? 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. Minus 3 and plus 3 will get cancelled. So the 1 is remaining. So P of minus 1 is also equal to, in this case, 1 only. So what we can say, remainder is not 0 here. So what we can conclude that the given factor, that is x plus 1, is not the factor of the given polynomial x raised to 4 plus 3x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 1. So when we are not getting the remainder 0, then what is the conclusion? The given factor is not the factor of given polynomial. Question number 4. X cube minus x square minus bracket starts 2 plus root 2 into x plus root 2. Now what we should do? Here also we should replace x by minus 1 only. So minus 1 cube minus minus 1 square minus 2 plus root 2 into 2 plus root 2 in bracket only. Outside the bracket it is minus 1 plus root 2. So what are the answers? Minus 1 cube is minus 1. Minus of minus 1 square is minus 1 again. Then minus 2 plus root 2 should be multiplied with minus 1. So the first term minus 2 into minus 1, it became plus 2. Minus into minus plus only. So plus root 2 again plus root 2. So what will happen? Minus 1 is a minus 2. It will get cancelled with the plus 2. But what about this root 2 and root 2? It is equal to 2 root 2 only. That means if nothing is written, 1 is present. So 1 plus 1, 2 only. So it's equal to 2 into root 2. So what it shows that? It shows that x plus 1 is not the factor of the given polynomial. So again we are not getting the 0 here. So we are concluding that x plus 1 is not the factor of the given polynomial. Use the factor theorem to determine whether g of x is the factor of p of x in each of the following cases. So what is the question now? P of x equal to minus 2x cube plus x square minus 2x minus 1. Now what is g of x? G of x equal to x plus 1. What is the meaning of the question? We have to check that x plus 1 is the factor of the given p of x. So in second question, p of x equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. Now what is g of x? G of x equal to x plus 2. What is we have to do for this question? Whether x plus 2 is the factor of the given polynomial p of x. What is the last question from the second question? G of x equal to x minus 3. That means x minus 3 whether it is a factor of the given p of x, which is that one, x cube minus 4x square plus x plus 6. It is asked that whether x plus 1 is the factor of the given p of x. So g of x equal to x plus 1. That means x plus 1 is equal to 0. That means x equal to minus 1. Now what is the given polynomial p of x equal to? 2x cube plus x square minus 2x minus 1. Now what is p of minus 1? X is replaced by minus 1. 2 into minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square minus 2 into minus 1 minus 1 only. That means minus 2 plus 1 plus 2 minus 1, which implies p of minus 1 equal to 0. Hence g of x is the factor of p of x. What we got here? We got the remainder as 0 only when the factor is x plus 1. So we are writing that g of x is the factor. Now what is the second question for us? The g of x equal to x plus 2, whether it is the factor we should check. So we are solving for the x, that is x equal to minus 2 only. What is the given polynomial? P of x equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. So we are replaced by x by minus 2 only. So p of minus 2 we are calculating. What is this? Minus 2 whole cube plus 3 into minus 2 square plus 3 into minus 2 plus 1. That means minus 8 plus 12 minus 6 plus 1. This implies p of minus 2 equal to 1 only. That means it will get cancelled. What is get cancelled here? Minus 8, minus 6 and 12 and 1. Minus 8 minus 6 means it's minus 14 and 12 plus 1 it is equal to 13. So what is the answer here? It is the answer is minus 1. Here minus is there. The answer is minus 1. Hence g of x is not the factor of p of x. Question number 3. G of x equal to x minus 3. That means x equal to 3 only. What is p of x? P of x equal to x cube minus 4x square plus x plus 6. Okay. Now p of 3 we are calculating. 3 cube minus 4 into 3 square plus 3 plus 6. That means 27 minus 36 plus 3 plus 6. This implies, what it implies? P of 3 equal to 0. Just check that one. 27 plus 3 it is 30. 30 plus 36 only, minus 36 is here. So P of 3 equal to 0. So we got that g of x is the factor of the given P of x. Now what is the question number 3? Find the value of k if x minus 1 is the factor of p of x in each of the following cases. What is p of x? X square plus x plus k. That is the first one. Second question, p of x equal to 2x square plus kx plus root 2. Question number 3. Find the value of k if x minus 1 is the factor of p of x. P of x equal to x square plus x plus k. Now second question, p of x equal to 2x square plus kx plus root 2. Now third question, p of x equal to kx square minus root 2x plus 1. Now fourth question, p of x equal to kx square minus 3x plus k. So what is given the meaning of the question? If x minus 1 is the factor, then we should find that whether p of x, which is x minus 1, is a factor, then we have to find the value of k. That means x is replace the value of the 1. That means p of 1 we should calculate in each case. Then p of 1 equal to 0 only. After that we should put the value and find out what is the value for k. If x minus 1 is the factor of p of x equal to x square plus x plus k. So what is the meaning of this one? P of 1 equal to 0. So we are putting the values here. 1 square plus 1 plus k equal to 0. What is 1 square? 1 only. So 1 plus 1 plus k equal to 0. That means k equal to minus 2. We got the first answer. K equal to minus 2. Now what is the second question? If x minus 1 is a factor of p of x, 2x square plus kx plus root 2, then what is the meaning of the question? P of 1, definitely it is equal to 0 only. So 2 into 1 square plus k into 1 plus root 2 equal to 0. That means 2 plus k plus root 2 equal to 0. Solving for k, it is minus of 2 plus root 2. That is the second answer. Now third question. X minus 1 is a factor means of the polynomial p of x equal to kx square minus root 2x plus 1. Definitely if x minus 1 is a factor, p of 1 equal to 0 only. So k into 1 square minus root 2 into 1 plus 1 equal to 0. So after solving this, what will happen? K minus root 2 plus 1, nothing is there. Direct k minus root 2 plus 1 equal to 0. So what is k? K equal to root 2 minus 1 only. So that is our third answer. Now what is the fourth question? If x minus 1 is a factor of p of x equal to k x square minus 3x plus k, what we can write? P of 1 equal to 0. Now k into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus k equal to 0. So k minus 3 plus k equal to 0. So what is the meaning of this one? 2k equal to 3 or k equal to 3 by 2. Now we got the final answer also. Now next question, factorize. What is the first question? 12x square minus 7x plus 1. Second question, 2x square plus 7x plus 3. Third question, 6x square plus 5x minus 6. Fourth question, 3x square minus x minus 4. Solution for the fourth question. First question is 12x square minus 7x plus 1. That means the product equal to 12 and sum is equal to minus 7. So already we have learned this method many times. What is that called? Splitting the middle term. So we should find the factors of 12 and 1. So what is the 12 and 1 factors? 12 and 1 product we should take, and the factors of 7 we should write 4 and 3. I always told that the greater number sign will get the middle term sign. So minus 4. Now for getting 7, it should be also minus only. So we have written here 12x square minus 4x minus 3x plus 1. So what is common here? 4x. So what will get in bracket? 3x minus 1. Now what is common here? Minus 1 only. So in bracket we'll get 3x minus 1. So 3x minus 1 and 4x minus 1 are the factors for this question. Now what is the second question? So 2x square plus 6x, sorry, plus 7x plus 3. 2 and 3, that is the first and the last terms product we should take. So 2 and 3, what is the product there? 6 only. So 6 factors to be written, where we are getting 6 as the 6 factors we should write it, where we are getting the sum as 7. So 6 and 1 only possible. So 2x square plus 6x plus x plus 3. So what is common in these two? 2x. 2x into x plus 3. Now what is common here? X plus 3 only we need in bracket. So plus 1 into x plus 3. So what is the answer we are getting? X plus 3 into 2x plus 1. That means we are getting by using which method? Splitting the middle term. Now what is the next question? Third question. What is the third question? 6x square plus 5x minus 6 only. So what is the product here? 6 into 6, that is 36, where the 36 getting the sum as plus 5. So I am writing here 36 and the sum as 9 and 4. Greater number is having plus and sum we want, so the 4 will get minus sign. So we will get 6x square plus 9x minus 4x minus 6, and here what is the common? 3x bracket 2x plus 3. Again we want 2x plus 3 in the bracket, therefore from this what we have to take? Minus 2 only. So minus 2 into 2x plus 3. Now what is common? 2x plus 3. So the remaining term is 3x minus 2. One more question. 3x square minus x minus 4. So what is the sum and product here? Product is 3 and 4, 12. So 12 factors where we are getting the sum as 1. So naturally it is 4 and 3 only. So what is the next step? Middle term sum we will get the greater number. So minus 4 and this is plus. So we are getting here 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. Now what is common here? Here only the common is x only. In bracket 3x minus 4. Already 3x minus 4 is there. So what we should take a common from this one? Plus 1. Plus 1 into 3x minus 4. So what will get factors will get? 3x minus 4 plus x plus 1. So by using the splitting middle term only we have applied here. So we have written there splitting the middle term. You can go through once again because these all are very important questions. So one extra question I will do based on the splitting of middle term, because it's a very important sum only. What is the question? 6 minus x square. So what we should do means, first I will write that minus x square first, because we are using in the standard form. So minus x square minus x plus 6. So minus 1 into 6. What is the product here? Minus 6. Now we will get the sum as minus 1 only. So what we should write here? Minus 6 factors are 3 and 2. Okay. Now the greater number will have the middle term sign. So minus 3 and plus 2. So that means what we should write? The solution as minus x square minus 3x plus 2x plus 6. Minus 3x and plus 2x is minus 6, and minus 3 into plus 2, it is minus 6 only. So we are getting the answer. Now what is common in this? Minus x I can take common, right? So what is remaining? X plus 3. Now here I can take 2, and what is remaining? X plus 3. So minus x plus 3 is the common now. So x plus 3 I am taking out. So what is remaining? Minus x plus 2. So this is the answer. So x plus 3 and minus x plus 2 is the answer only. So minus x plus 2 can I write like this also? So once again, x plus 3 is the common. I got minus x plus 2. Now minus x plus 2, if we are writing in this way, that is also correct only. What is that? 2 minus x, right? Now when we are solving this type of the question, we can use that minus x square minus x plus 6 as minus common. So what you will get in the bracket? Minus, if you have taken x square plus x minus 6, right? So minus 1 I'll take here and minus 6 to be factorized. So minus 6 to be factorized means it is 3 and 2 only. So what happens to this time? 3. So what happened to 3 this time? 3 will be positive and this will be negative. So just check that 3 and 2 is minus 6 only, plus 3 and minus 2 if you add plus 1 you will get. So x square plus 3x minus 2x minus 6. So minus 1 outside. Again x into x plus 3 minus 2 take out x plus 3. So minus 1 into x plus 3 again x minus 2. Now this minus 1 I can apply to any one of the bracket. If you want applied here, it is minus x minus 3 will come, or else what will happen? I can apply in the second bracket. So x plus 3 is I am making same, and minus x plus 2. That is same as our previous answer. So any method you can use which is comfortable for you, in that which is the correct method, that also you can do. So when we are doing this type of the sums, minus, if you are getting confused, you take out the minus outside and use the splitting middle term, you will get the answer. Both the way it is correct, any method you try, you will get the same answer on. With this, today's video, I am winding up. Thank you.